Brown Sugar off Sticky Fingers was released in 1971 and is really the height and peak of the Rolling Stones' powers. This is where Mick Taylor is now cemented in his place in the band, and they're making hit after hit after hit and brilliant album after brilliant album. Now, this track was written by Mick Jagger and is apparently inspired by the soul singer Claudia Lenier. Hopefully I'm saying her name right. It was written in the very famous studio Muscle Shoals in the South and was written at a lightning speed. People were so impressed by Mick. He seemed to be at a creative high at this point. They were making such brilliant music at the time. Now, there's a lot of different interpretations about what this track is about, but it seems to be about interracial love. So let's check this one out. Hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. This is Brown Sugar by the Rolling Stones. If you are new to the channel, hit subscribe because we have an awesome community here where we discuss, break down, analyze all kinds of music. Let's get into the track. Oh yes. Great riff. Oh, wow. What? That is your opening verse to a track called Brown Sugar. Takes a lot of balls to write this verse. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, super amazing instrumental in the background, dude. And the more I listen to Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones, the more I like his voice. I used to not like it. I thought it had a weird kind of tone to it, but it comes off almost like James Brown. I love how rhythmic it can be at times. I really do enjoy that aspect of it. Let's back it up a bit. Here we go. Dude, the balls to write this. I mean, I don't think this would fly nowadays, which is a shame. I think it's a kind of tongue-in-cheek track, right? Essentially about, okay, there's two kind of ways to look at it. It's obviously like Mick Jagger being like turned on by this singer, this black girl he's looking at, and he also says like just like a young girl should, which is you know, I don't know if that's gonna fly nowadays, but also he kind of takes it backwards in terms of history, where he says like cold English blood runs hot, lady of the house wondering when it's going to stop, which is nuts. Like the idea that of a master who owns a cotton plantation and then houseboy knows that he's doing all right. Dude, the imagery in this one is nuts, and to put it to this beat that just makes you want to groove. I like that line, dude. There's so much going on. Wineman. underrated. I said his name wrong. I apologize for that. Charlie Watts, the drummer, is doing a brilliant job in the background. The music of the Rolling Stones is just so full of vibrancy and energy. It's immediate when you listen to it. Coming from other music that I've been listening to today, it's an instant switch. It's so full of energy and that rebelliousness that they have in their music. This last verse here, it kind of switched me into a different place. Is he not only, this is like kind of metaphorical or meta, you know, it's breaking the third wall, the fourth wall. But when he says like the idea of like an Englishman going into like, or loving this black girl, is he talking about their music perhaps? The idea of the Rolling Stones taking from black musicians, you know, a lot of Englishmen at the time, you know, Led Zeppelin, they were taking from blues tracks. Is that what he's trying to talk about here? That's the interpretation that just came to my mind. Maybe. Whatever interpretations you want to take of the track, it kind of gets away from the point that it's so much fun. The idea of the lyrics being saucy add to the amazing spirit of the track. Makes you want to get up and dance. It feels wrong and right at the same time, and that's kind of the vibe that comes off. Because the lyrics are a little bit taboo and the music is so good, it's just this culmination of this feeling that I think is the Rolling Stones, that they live in that kind of gray area where, you know, it's kind of bad for you, but at the same time you can't help yourself getting up and dancing. It's the magic of the Rolling Stones. In terms of the interpretation, look, surface level, obviously it's, you know, Mick Jagger, who's a notorious stick man, ladies man. He's obviously being turned on by this singer, and then, you know, he takes it historically into like a slave ship, and like, dude, the imagery was crazy. And then you have the interpretation of maybe this is like the idea of the Rolling Stones talking about them taking from black musicians, which I think a lot of like English bands at the time were doing. Perhaps that's what he's trying to talk about. I don't know. Really cool track in general. Just brilliantly rich musically in the background. There's so much stuff going on. It sounds like a live band performance is happening. You feel like you're in a club or something like that, and all the music is going off. Brilliant stuff, dude. It's like, it makes you want to do that Mick Jagger dance move that he has. He does that chicken wing thing he does. Anyways, great track, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.